It's a privilege to be here with you today to address your questions regarding unidentified aerial phenomenon, or UAP. What are UAP? Put simply, UAP are airborne objects that, when encountered, cannot be immediately identified.
We, you and me, will never see aliens on this planet. No way, no how, no how. You can forget it. You think the real shadow boss leaders of this world gonna allow that? When I say real shadow boss leaders,
I'm not talking about the ones we know about. I'm talking about the ones we don't know about.
if you know their names, they're not a shadow boss. One of the prerequisites for being a shadow boss is you have to stay in the shadows so nobody knows who you are. My conspiracy people gonna love this one. You and me will never see the aliens, but that don't mean somebody ain't already seen the aliens. They've been seen the aliens, and they came to some type of agreement, which was, don't come down here and mess up our way of life. And the bad part is, it doesn't have to be hostile. See, we envision the aliens coming down here on some Independence Day type stuff, where the beams come down and blast us back to when Adam was taking shits in the Garden of Eden. And Adam asked God, excuse me, big guy, but what do we do for toilet paper around here? And God hadn't quite thought that one through just yet. So he hit him with the old trusty, tried and true, lean out on your own understanding, you shitty butt bastard. That story gets really dark and really weird, so let's just skip it and get back to the aliens. The aliens don't have to be hostile for it to be a problem for the shadow bosses. If they came here in peace and love, it would ruin the way the shadow bosses want us to operate. Imagine this. They come here from Andromeda, our closest galaxy. That's 2.2 million light years away, give or take a bulb or two. They're able to traverse galaxies, man. We can't get from CVS to Walmart without our vehicles breaking down. Cell phone signals are terrible all over the place. McDonald's ice cream machine is always broken. Nothing works here. And they got a vessel that's able to traverse galaxies, man. They can make it here. We can't make it there. They're superior, plain and simple. I know we like to think we're the apex of existence, but robots will already replace us all in a few years. And most adult men probably still have skid marks in their drawers when they take them off at night.
You take them drawers off, whoo-hoo! She ain't about to see these motherfuckers.
I can't even wipe y'all ass. We're not superior to nobody. Be humble. They land here and notice what they perceive to be inequality. I'm not talking about that blatant 1960s Martin Luther King overt racism inequality.
Because I've been to the mountaintop.
I'm talking about your basic, run-of-the-mill, standard features of capitalism baked into the shadow ball sauce, have versus have-nots inequality. They notice we have people with 18-room mansions while war veterans sleep on the street. They notice some people have 5 cars while others work 50 hours a week and still have to catch the bus. They notice Hollywood actors making $20, $30 million a movie while some teachers are struggling just to make ends meet. It's just what we do here, and we're okay with that. But the aliens might not be. They say, I'm sorry, that's alien language. Translated in English, it means, do you see what we flew here in? We got cars back home that make your best Tesla look like a 1970 AMC Gremlin. And guess what? We're bringing them to Earth, and we're just giving one to everybody. And in our work subservient program minds, we ask a very logical question. How much is that gonna cost? And they say, cost? Money? You think your green paper with old dead presidents on it is of any use to me whatsoever? In the Andromeda galaxy, it's not. You have literally nothing to offer me. So I'm just giving one away to each and every person. Now, what would that do to the oil and gas industry? Who would work to pay a car note when they're just giving away better, futuristic cars? What would that do to the automobile industry? How many trillions of dollars would these corporations lose if the aliens came here with nothing but a kind-hearted, giving, caring, generous attitude? They have technology that we don't have. They got shit that runs on different energy sources. Is this the stuff we've been trying to reverse engineer since Roswell in 1947?
He says he was hired to work at an area called S4, which is a few miles south of Groom Lake. At S4, he says, are flying saucers, antimatter reactors, and other working examples of technology that is seemingly beyond human capabilities.
Right, this came from somewhere else. I mean, as bizarre as that is to believe, but I mean, it's there. I saw it. I know what the current state of the art is and in physics, and it can't be done.
That's right. They got energy sources that we don't have and we can't duplicate. I said we can't duplicate. They got cars that don't run on gas and electric. With all the money we spend on gas and electric, now what would that do to these industries? Housing market, job market, stock market, gross GDP would all tank if the aliens came here with love in their hearts. And that's why we'll never see the aliens. But we can dream, can't we? We can hope that some rogue, rebellious teen alien gets drunk one day and wants to steal his dad's spaceship and take it out for a spin. We can hope it lands in the middle of Times Square on New Year's Eve with millions of cell phones out to record, so it can't be so easily explained away by the government and these raggedy-ass shadow bosses. But I won't hold my breath. Neither should you. That's all for now. I'll leave you with this message, which happens to be the secret that everyone's been looking for. The true meaning of life and the reason why we're here on this planet.